Muhammad Ali was born on January 17th, 1942. On his birth certificate, his name was Cassius Marcellus Clay, Jr.
Ali was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky. He first started boxing at the age of 12 with Joe Martin, a white Louisville patrolman who had a television show called Tomorrow's Champions.
Though he did not spend time with Martin, he started the bulk of his training with Fred Stoner. Stoner taught him how to move with grace of a dancer and taught Ali the subtle skills that needed to be learned to be great.
Muhammad Ali won his first Olympic gold medal at the age of 18 in the 1960 Summer Olympics in Rome. And when he came back to the U.S., he wore it everywhere he went, until he went downtown to Louisville, Kentucky, in a corner store to order a burger and soda. The waitress behind the counter stared at him and said, "Sorry, we don't serve coloreds here." He was furious. According to his first wife, he said, "I went all the way to Italy to represent my country, won a gold medal, and now I come back to America and I can't even get served at a five and dime store." He went to the bridge over the Ohio River and tore off his gold medal and threw it in the river. He said that gold medal didn't mean anything to me. If my black brothers and sisters were treated wrong in a country I was supposed to be representing.
After that, Ali knew no matter how famous or good of a boxer he became, he would not be successful unless he made an impactful change and helped other black people around the country.
Soon after this, Ali signed his first contract with a group of millionaires called Louisville's Sponsoring Group. From the moment Muhammad Ali won his gold medal, it was obvious that he would be one of the greatest.
In 1961, he told Sports Illustrated's Gilbert Rogan, "Boxing is dying because everybody's so quiet. What boxing needs is more Clays."
Ali knew that his rhymes and press-grabbing claims would catch people's eyes and bring more interest and money into boxing. I must know.
No, it's fine. Just keep going.
This out. It bring more interest and money into boxing. As his own best marketing person, Ali was extremely smart, and he knew how to make money and get public attention.
When he was in Miami at age 21, Ali was inspired by human rights activist Malcolm X to become a better member of the Nation of Islam. In the following year,
Ali who was still referred to as Cassius Clay at the time, beat Sonny Liston for the heavyweight championship of the world.
In 1966, Muhammad Ali was drafted to fight in the Vietnam War, but he refused. His refusal brought a massive public outcry against him. The governor of Maine said Clay, quote, should be held in utter contempt by every patriotic American, end quote. Other politicians said similar things. When asked about his refusal, he said, "My conscience will not let me go shoot my brother or some darker people and some poor hungry people in the mud for big, powerful America." He had explained 2 years earlier, and shoot them for what? They never called me the N-word, censored. They never lynched me. They didn't put no dogs on me. They didn't rob me of my nationality, rape, kill my mother and father. Shoot them for what? Well, how can I shoot them poor people? Just take me to jail.
Although Muhammad Ali had not been charged or arrested for violating the Selective Service Act, the New York State Athletic Commission and World Boxing Association suspended his boxing license. They stripped him of the heavyweight title in May of 1967.
Eventually, Ali was sentenced to 5 years in prison and released on appeal, and his conviction was overturned 3 years later. Broadcast journalist Howard Cosell was someone who openly supported Ali's decision. The two men initially had an antagonistic relationship, but went on to become friends.
In 1990, Ali helped negotiate the release of 15 American hostages from Iraq during dictators Saddam Hussein's regime.
In 1998, he became a United Nations Messenger of Peace for his work overseas, and he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2005. We all relate to Ali because of the time and dedication he puts into his sport.
Also, the work he does outside of his sport.
Just like Ali, we put in countless hours into our sports and hope to make a change in the world, in our communities, and in our world.
Ali did countless hours of training, which led to major successes.
We also put in countless hours of hard work to become the best we can at our sport.
Ali was a legend and lived by many.
We all hope to be looked up to as we become older and set good examples for the younger generation, just like Ali.